one of WWE's longest running pay-per-views is going on this Sunday. Welcome back, everyone. This is Jason. Survivor Series 2014. Um, this is going to be my preview and predictions vid. Um, Looking at the card, it does look a little weak. There are not many matches, but we also got to take into effect that these matches are going to take longer than your average match because there are, more people involved, and a few of them are elimination style. So there's going to be several falls in a match. So these matches aren't going to last, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They're going to last a while. So let's start with the pre-show. We don't know a lot about the pre-show, but we do know a few things. Fandango is going to be appearing on the pre-show with Rosa Mendez at his side. Um, Supposed to be like a new and improved Fandango. We don't know who he's going to be facing. All we know is that he's going to be in action. So we'll have to see what what's in store for him. I don't know who he could be facing. There's a few options. Trying to think of people that are on the mid card and or not injured. Maybe R-Truth, maybe Justin Gabriel, Tyson Kidd, or maybe he'll come out and do like an open challenge and they'll introduce someone new, possibly from NXT. That'd be nice, like Adrian Neville or Sami Zayn. Um, you know, any of those options would be okay. It's on the pre-show, so I don't think it's going to be that significant, but we'll have to see what happens. Other people featured for the pre-show are going to be Paul Heyman on the panel, along with Bad News Barrett. Um, Bad News Barrett, of course, being injured for several months. Hopefully, will be returning soon. My guess is the Royal Rumble. Maybe he'll give a little insider information of that on the pre-show. We'll have to see. Um, Paul Heyman, of course, they're giving his 2 cents worth, being the advocate for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar. So he'll be there talking about Brock, maybe a little bit, and then giving his insight to the card, and uh, you know whatever he does is, I'm sure, is going to be entertaining. It's usually gold. Um, I don't think there's anything else that has been announced unless they're going to announce something on SmackDown. I don't know. Um, and I have not read the SmackDown spoilers, but the only thing that I do know that was announced is another stipulation added to the Team Cena versus Team Authority match, but I'll be discussing that a little bit later. Other than that, I haven't heard anything else as far as new matches brought up. But we do have a few days to go, so we'll see what happens. But let's start at the top of the card. We're talking about Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. Um, this is a match that, in my opinion, is going to be possibly the show stealer. Um, this has been a rivalry that many people have been talking about lately, that many people have been also complaining about. As far as the build up to this has been not exactly great, but it's been slow, So, and some people are going to be like, they want everything spoon fed to you. They want everything like right now, But it's been slow, which is, in my opinion, fine. They're finally going to get their hands on each other big time at the pay per view. Should be a good match. Um, should be very fun. Uh, who is going to win this one? Seems like Dean Ambrose. Well, seems like both of these guys have been a little bit on the short end of the winning stick lately, or so to speak. Dean Ambrose. People wanted Dean to win at the last pay per view, Bray Wyatt. There's been complaints from the IWC about Bray Wyatt being buried by Cena. Then he went away for a while. Now he's making his big return with this rivalry. It's kind of hard to predict who's going to win this one. Me personally, I'd like to see Dean come out in a win with this one. I think he needs it. But I don't think win or a loss for either of these guys is necessarily going to hurt them. Uh, only way I see Bray Wyatt winning this one, possibly, this is just a guess, is if they introduce some new sidekicks for him. Possibly like the Ascension that's been rumored over the course of the last couple months, seeing as they broke up the Wyatt family. So yeah, I'm actually gonna pick Dean to win this one, but I would not be surprised if it goes the other way and have someone show up to help Bray Wyatt win his match. So, nonetheless, it's gonna be, you know, very entertaining match. That is probably gonna go at least another month or two because I can see them really doing a lot with this rivalry. Next, we're gonna talk about one that was the last one that was just recently added is the Divas Traditional Elimination Tag Team Match. Looks like it's going to be a 4-on-4 Divas match. Alicia Fox, Emma, Natalya, and Naomi versus Paige, Cameron, Summer Rae, and Layla. You can laugh, you can complain, you can be like, but the fact that they're putting traditional Survivor Series matches in this pay-per-view is a plus because it's tradition. Whether you like the teams or not, because there have been Survivor Series pay-per-views where they haven't done this hardly at all. So it's nice to see them stick with some kind of tradition, in my opinion. This one could go either way. I guess, if you're thinking about who could possibly win the Divas title, you can look at it that way, even though that is another match. I'm going to say this one goes in the direction of Alicia Fox, Emma, Natalya, and Naomi. And I'm not going to try to analyze who's going to get what fall and who's going to end up winning the match. If I had to guess one, I'm guessing it's going to come down to someone like Natalya and Paige as far as strong people from either team. But yeah, I think Alicia Fox, Naomi, Natalya, and Emma are going to win that one. Next, we've got tag team fatal 4-way match. A little different. I thought when they announced this match, it was going to be like 2 tag teams on one side and 2 tag teams on the other side and have it be elimination. Whoever comes out on top is the new tag team championships. But no, it looks like it's just a fatal 4-way. Although this might be an elimination one, as in 2 teams start and then, one team is eliminated and they bring in another one. So I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do this one or if they're going to have, all 4 teams, knocking heads at once and be one big melee. We'll have to see. But nonetheless, you got the Usos versus Los Matadores versus Damien Mizdow and The Miz versus the tag team champions Goldust and Stardust. When I was first thinking about this match, I kind of assumed that the championships are going to stay on Goldust and Stardust. They've had a good run. Although, they did just become champs not too long ago. So I won't be surprised if they stay champs, but honestly, if you're going to pick new champs, I would go with Damien Mizdow and The Miz. I don't think it would go back to the Usos, and I certainly don't think it would go to Los Matadores. And if it did, they wouldn't stay champs very long. So honestly, yeah, I am gonna go with Goldust and Stardust retaining. However they do it, I'm not sure. You know what the formula they're going to use. Like I said, if they're going to have them all in the ring at once, or if they're going to do it, team by team by team, going against each other. Um, yeah, I'd like Mizdow and Miz because they're very entertaining. They're funny. Some people don't like how Mizdow or Damian Sandow has been treated lately, but man, sometimes it seems like he's working harder than Miz in the ring. It's just the fact that he's trying to copy him. It's very funny. So, but we'll see what happens. Goldust and Stardust, they're gonna take that one though. I think next, Divas title match: AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella. Probably with Brie Bella by her side. So yeah, we've seen the whole humiliation thing going on with Nikki treating Brie like crap, like a slave driver, whatever. Some would say that Brie Bella is going to end up helping Nikki get the championship, or you could also look at it as Brie Bella is sick of the abuse from Nikki, so she's going to do something to make her sister lose. This one could go either way. There have also been rumors of AJ Lee possibly leaving the company. I don't know if I believe that. I think she's a great diva, a great women's wrestler. Although, I think she's been champ enough. She has been a good champ, though. I loved the rivalry that she was doing for months with Paige. I thought that was very good. But honestly, I think AJ's run's gone on long enough. Nothing against her. And as much as I don't really want Nikki to be champ, I think she is actually going to take this one. And then I think this could possibly lead to a sister versus sister for the Divas Championship going on over the next few months, maybe. That's where I see this going. Is it going to lead to AJ exiting the company? I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing a three-way between the three. AJ versus Brie versus Nikki, with Nikki being champ. I could really see them doing something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Nikki to win this one. Nikki's gonna take the Divas title from AJ. Now, before I get into the main event, if they do decide to throw any additional matches in here, I'm going to take a guess because they've been doing the promos for A New Day, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Big E. I can picture them throwing these three guys to debut together in a match at Survivor Series against, I don't know, some random three-guy team. If they do throw an additional one in there, I'd say it would be that. I can't picture them doing anything else, but we'll see. So then, yeah, the main event, Team Cena versus Team Authority. Stipulation being, well, first I'll say who's on the teams. We know it's John Cena, Big Show, Dolph Ziggler, Ryback, and surprise, surprise, Eric Rowan. That was a pleasant surprise. I know a lot of people didn't like the ending. I actually liked the ending. I was excited about it because it really made you wonder who was going to complete the team after, Sheamus is now injured. I don't know if I believe that, if it's really, I haven't heard any, oh yes, this is definitely true. These are the problems with them. They mentioned what was wrong with them, but they do that a lot, so who knows? Um, Team Authority, of course, is Seth Rollins, Kane, Mark Henry, Rusev, and Luke Harper. I'm a team player. The stipulation goes, if the first stipulation that was given by Vince McMahon when they announced this was if the Authority loses, they are no longer in power. Now, the stipulation that was given on this coming SmackDown, and that's the only spoiler I got from it, just that the stip was added to the match, is that Triple H was going to announce that if Team Cena loses, that Cena, Show, Ziggler, Ryback, and Rowan will all be fired. Now, I know a lot of people look at that and go, oh, well, they're not going to fire Cena. So, of course, they're going to win. The Authority is going to be no longer in power. But Cena's been fired before. I don't know if you remember that. He's been fired like once or twice. One time with the whole like Nexus thing, I think he was fired, and maybe one other time, I don't remember exactly what, but I've seen it in conversations over the course of the last day or so talking about this new stipulation that was added from Triple H. Oh, excuse me. I still say Team Cena's gonna win this one. That's who I'm guessing, but I could see it going either way. And having some kind of authority issue going on between Triple H and Vince McMahon going on to WrestleMania. Is that going to bring Vince McMahon back into the story if the Authority loses? Obviously, I don't think Triple H and stuff are going to go away necessarily. There are also rumors about Stephanie being pregnant. Nothing's really come to light about that. I don't know. I don't know who came up with that one. Wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'll tell you what, though. What I am excited about is how funny, they made it look like Cesaro was going to join Team Cena, and I think people were really actually excited about that, surprised, and probably even more surprised about Eric Rowan. I didn't see that one coming at all. And then Cena putting Triple H through a table, and that was cool. I actually liked that a lot, and I was actually sitting on the edge of my seat for that one. My wife was even surprised that I was, cheering for John Cena of all people. She's like, "Are you feeling okay?" And I'm like, "What is wrong with me?" But yeah, honestly, I think Team Authority. I think the Authority storyline honestly has run its course. Do I think something is still going to lead up until WrestleMania, leading to Vince McMahon power versus Triple H power over the course of the next few months? Yeah, I can see that, because it was rumored that was supposed to happen last year, but now they might do a thing where they tease the Triple H versus The Rock. So if that storyline happens, is McMahon going to call in The Rock to be Team McMahon versus Team Authority at WrestleMania? I don't know. That'd be okay. Be pretty cool. But nonetheless, back to Team Cena versus Team Authority. Yeah, I still think Team Cena is going to win. He's still the number one contender, and they obviously had to do all this to kind of detract from the fact that there is no Brock Lesnar around. There is no champ around. But yeah, Team Cena's, I think, is going to come out of this one. And we might see Survivor Series concluded with a na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye to Triple H and Steph, screaming and wallowing in a fit of anger and whatever, for the good guys to win. We'll see. It should be a good match nonetheless. So that's my predictions for this one. It should be a pretty good show on Sunday. A lot of people are complaining, oh, well, the pay per view is free for new subscribers, so it's going to be crap. Well, at least they're keeping with tradition, and it's going to be traditional matches. So that's it with this one. I'm happy with it, and we'll see what happens this Sunday. We'll see if I go 5 for 5. I haven't done that in a long time, but we'll see what happens. All right, thanks for watching, guys.